I thought he kept getting better. I talked to him once we took him out. He felt better game in progress. I thought his tempo was better. The quality of the pitches came up. Everything got better. By the time we took him out, mid-80s pitches, almost 90, whatever it was, I thought he was throwing his best. And, of course, after 7, having to get these bullpen guys some work, I had to do what we did. But he definitely could have gone deeper into that game.
Are your starters so good that it is, like you said before, you kind of have to just start setting it up where they're just coming out of a certain inning so you can get some guys some work?
Well, they've been doing it. I mean, that's why we have among the fewest innings pitched out of the bullpen all year. So, yeah, I mean, we have to, moving forward after this weekend, try to set it up, like I said, almost like a spring training situation where guys know who's pitching on a particular day and just get them their work that way. Like, it worked. That was good there. I mean, Montgomery has to face a hitter like Votto. Smitty's got to come out and hopefully get a punch against a good hitter. Solsky swung the bat well the 2 games I've seen him. So I thought, you just play it straight, man. We're playing it straight. We're not because of the score of the game, whatever. Of course, we're in a good position, but I have to get these guys hopefully matched up on the right opposite hitters.
Your playoff rotation decisions are going to be tough, but good, right? Because you're dealing from this position of strength.
Of course, yeah, absolutely they are. And we had a primary meeting today. We talked about some things. By no means did we settle on anything, but we just laid the groundwork for the discussion among the group. And there's a lot of really tough decisions there. Like I said, in your bullpen, how many are you going to keep, and who are they going to be, and then the guys coming off the bench. All that stuff is still up in the air a little bit.
Joe, do you think about getting to 100?
Yeah. I talked to the guys about it the other day. That's a number I've never achieved on the win side. I've achieved it on the loss side. If achieving that it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. That was my first year as a manager with the Rays. I think we exceeded 100 that year. The Devil Rays, excuse me.
You've been asked some variation of this question, but how encouraging do you see guys, some of your guys that maybe struggled for parts of the year, like Montero, Hayward, and even Zosley, starting to sting the ball a little bit?
I thought Dexter really, again, I'm not only the home run, but the other at-bats. I mean, Dexter had a good day, I thought. Zoe, they're really working on things. Montero, Hayward, you could see them working. They're not just up there taking at-bats. They're working on specific things, and that's the part that's my takeaway watching them. There's no throwaway at bats. They're just not up there just going through the motions. They're working on things. That's what I appealed to them about a couple of days ago. Work on things. This is the time to do it, and they are. I thought they all had really good, and then of course KB, that ball is properly struck too. So they're all working on stuff. Coughlin's at bats have gotten increasingly better. So they're doing that stuff that we asked them to do. They're doing it. Johnny Lester? Yeah, I mean, John. Yes, they both do. Lackey's pitched in a lot of big games. John's definitely not afraid of it, and John kind of likes it. So I've been there. I've seen him both sides. He's the kind of guy that if you're around him, he's going to promote courage or fearlessness among the people that he's around, which is a good thing. Obviously, if you have something to bounce off, he's there to bounce it off of him. It's wonderful to have those kind of guys. That's what I'm talking about. This blend of youth as well as some really great veteran players that have been there, done that. So, and our young guys do listen. They've listened. I see the conversations going on, and it's really properly done among the veterans.
Was that something you guys were considering when you were going out to sign?
Of course.
Yeah, you're looking down the line.
Absolutely. I mean, all these guys. There's a lot of folks that don't believe in chemistry, and I do. Theo does, Jed does. So I mean, it's wonderful that you work with a group of people that understand it. Again, it goes beyond numbers. It goes to the heart and the guts and the brain and all that other stuff, and the ability to interact and really step forward in a tight moment. That's what a lot of these guys are capable of doing.
Lackey, are you dealing with reverse of the other guys where you want to make sure he gets enough innings now as opposed to the other guys who probably have?
Yes and no. I mean, I think he's good. I mean, I'm watching the gun closely, and even though you saw a lot of two-seamers earlier, that was where you're seeing 89, 90, 91. Then he switched over to the fours, but his slider was the right number. I kept saying 82 to 84 on the slider, so I said he's fine. If that number was good, I knew the other that he felt fine. And then all of a sudden he kicked it in. Like I said, he kept throwing the ball better game in progress. So My point is, I think he's fine. Just like everybody else, get him the normal amount of work, and he'll be good. That's what I'm saying.
Joe, are you considering starting Mickey with Jake on Friday because of Jake having those bumps?
I haven't done the lineup yet. I have not done that. That's part of our discussion right now, and we're playing the Cardinals on that particular day. Leak is pitching. There's still some things I want to consider about that lineup. I haven't decided yet.
What kind of confidence do you get when you see somebody like Montero making an impact tonight, or Hayward hitting the ball hard, as they're getting hot at the right time?
It's wonderful. I mean, and again, these guys like this time of the year, and this is where you talk about September provides its own energy. These guys are not fatigued. They're actually very excited, and they're doing really a lot of good things. And beyond that, how about the play at the plate by Miggy? I mean, that tag at the plate, that goes overlooked. That's a perfect throw by Coughlin, but Miggy's technique on the other side was apt, and he's done that a couple times. He got a throw the other day from Hayward that was a weird, like a tweener hop that came up hot on him. Nobody scored, but it was a great catch. I mean, he's done a really nice job on those moments around the plate also. He just, of course, I mean, the part that we want to continue to work on is the throwing, but the rest of his game right now, man, is high caliber. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to work this, but it's good to see all these guys kind of peaking at the right time.
Joe, did you hold your breath on Dexter's slide there?
Yeah, that was head first when the catcher is able to protect himself that way, that well. That's where that awkward rule was designed to protect catchers but can hurt a position player. I didn't talk to him about it specifically, but it's a situation where the runner gets caught in between. For me, I mean, if the catcher's in the way, you just run him over. I've always wanted them to do that. I don't want them to do anything differently right now. Run him over if he's in the way. So it was awkward because that's where a guy can really hurt his wrist or his hand.
You still get charged when you see Bryant take one out to wave one like that?
Yeah, that was again properly struck. We've hit some pretty monster homers lately. The other day, Contreras, Addison's was pretty well struck. I mean, yeah, these guys are young. I look at stuff like that, and that's what I'm talking about not being fatigued. They look good. I mean, for the most part, we didn't chase pitches, which also to me is an indication of fatigue from the offensive side. You're going to do it once in a while. Of course you are. But for the most part, I think our strike zones are becoming organized, which again tells me that they're in a good place.